Hello, did you just meow?
Meow.
In the middle of me saying hello, you went ahead and restart. Everyone back up. We're doing the intro again. Bye. No, I'm just kidding. Hi, everyone. Welcome to episode 4 of the Indigo Plateau live show and podcast. I'm, of course, here with Woodland Docs and Lotus Badger, as always. Before we get started, just a few reminders that if you have questions for us, we will be taking questions towards the end of the topic. You can put those in any time, and our lovely moderator, Rogue Vi, will give those to me, and we'll answer your questions. Today's topic is our top 5 underrated Pokemon. Docs, Lotus, are you ready to talk about Pokemon?
Ready!
I don't know, SpongeBob.
Are you going to do that every time?
I don't know.
I mean, you should. Maybe. I don't hate it. I love SpongeBob.
Are we going to just skip over my swimming Magikarp? I mean, he's right here.
No, he's cute. Show everyone.
He's shiny. He's Magikarp.
Aw.
He's so derpy.
He is very derpy. I brought a plushie today, too. Only because I mentioned it. I don't remember which episode, but it's my Ditto Gengar.
Yes, that was last episode.
Look at him!
Oh my gosh.
Look at that face.
That's so cute.
Yours is bigger than ours, but ours is basically the same thing.
That's what's up. Mine is always bigger.
In terms of plushies.
Yikes.
We're all totally speaking about plushies.
For sure. How are you guys doing? How was your day? How was your week?
Not too bad. A little bit tired, but I'm talking about Pokemon, and I'm always up for talking about Pokemon.
That's fair. Lotus, how are you?
I'm in a surprisingly good mood for having to go into the office today.
So
I had a nice little nap when I came home, so I'm nice and rested.
You're in your naps. How long was your nap?
It was only like an hour, which is, pretty good for me.
Impressive. I can't take an hour nap. I can't take a nap anything less than 3 hours. About, give or take. I can't do it.
That's like a mini sleep.
I know.
That's a whole night's sleep right there.
That's why I don't nap. Because anything less than that, I'm just tired. It doesn't help.
That's fair. That's definitely fair. It's either that or I have another coffee, and I've had 2 venti iced coffees today, and a pop. So.
Oh my god! How did you fall asleep?
Oh, I could fall asleep after a pot of coffee. It doesn't affect me too much anymore.
Fair enough. One day I had 3 cups of coffee and a soda, pop soda, whatever you call it, and I was still dead tired. I could barely keep my eyes open.
One time I had 2 energy drinks on the same day, and my arm was shaking.
I'm surprised you're alive.
Like Monsters or like Red Bull?
One was a Monster, one was a Red Bull, because they were out of vending machines. Yeah.
Oh my god!
I can't even do Monster anymore. I get the shakes real bad.
I haven't had an energy drink in forever.
I have to, otherwise I just crash and burn.
I was addicted in high school. I used to just spend my lunch money on Monsters first thing in the morning, and I wouldn't eat all day.
A solid strategy in my book.
And you were fine? Nothing happened?
I wouldn't say that.
Okay, well.
I'm gonna drop that story there.
Oh god, what happened to you?
Yeah.
What have you done?
I'll tell you later.
Oh god, okay.
The after party.
After party? We're having a party?
We are now.
Oh, okay. Everyone stay for the party. Before we get onto our topic, though, is there anything from last episode we want to correct? Docs, Lotus, anything come up?
I looked at all the crochet ones, and I didn't find one that I hated. Because if you guys saw our post on Instagram and or Twitter today, we had the crochet Magikarp that Lotus and Rogue got out at a rural craft fair. And ever since they mentioned that, number one, I want one. Number two, I looked at all the crochets because you'd asked, do I feel any super strong way about any others? and they're all valid crochet Pokemon. They're all valid.
Wow. Your tune has changed completely.
I'm accepting of the crochet Pokemon.
Okay.
All crochets are valid. I like it.
Exactly.
Lotus, anything change on your end?
Yes, it
Wow.
did. So my last spot swapped. So I was gonna put the E-Reader Charizard as my 5th slot, and my honorable mention was Jungle Flareon. I'm putting Jungle Flareon above the E-Reader Charizard.
Whoa.
Mostly because the art is just so nostalgic, and I remember I unlocked a memory actually after our conversation. I remember
Or memory unlocked.
Yeah, I remember pulling the Jungle Flareon out of a Jungle Flareon pack, like because the Jungle Flareon was the pack art for that set, and I remember pulling it. And how excited I was. So I'm like, you know what? I have to put that in my 5th slot. It can't be. I don't even have that Charizard. I do have that. So boom.
Oh.
That makes me excited to this day when I pull the pack art card.
Yeah, right?
Give me something stupid and I still love it.
When we were younger, my brother, he pulled a Charizard out of a base Charizard pack. And I was so jealous. It was so cool.
Does he still have it?
Probably not.
Oh, my heart. My heart.
I remember, I think it was when you and I, Ghost, when we started getting back into Pokemon, I ended up pulling a couple base Charizards out of those grab boxes that we got. So I gave him another one so he could replace the old one he had.
That was dumb of you.
I will say that, so I just got done telling you guys, but Allie and I came across an opportunity to buy some still packaged fossil theme decks. And if we didn't talk about it just last week, I don't know if I would have been so quick to pull the trigger as I was, but I'm like, yep, purchase. So
Bye.
So we've got
Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
mine.
Mine?
So we've got those 2 theme fossil decks, Magmar and Coughing, are on the cover. I never had them as a kid, so I'm not entirely sure if that's what's inside, but I can't pass it up. There's no way.
Yeah,
That's sick.
I remember I had the Hotfoot starter deck, and it had... Yeah, that's what it was called. It had Jumpluff, and now I really want that deck. I still have the Jumpluff, but I want the deck now. So thanks for that.
You're welcome.
We were actually talking about that. I had a Brushfire. It was one of the first starter decks to come out. The box art had like a Charmeleon and something else on it. Brushfire. It was just a grass fire starter deck, but I absolutely love that. If I could find it again, I'd get it.
Yeah.
I'd never open it.
Hotfoot was obviously Grassfire as well, so that's cool. So, for anyone who's joined for whatever reason, my timers aren't working, and just reiterating, if you have a question for us, please feel free to put in the chat at any time. We'll definitely answer your question. I don't know why Twitch does not like my timers right now. So, feel free to put your questions in the chat, and we will get to them. Are you guys ready to get into the topic?
I'm so ready.
You so
Heck
ready?
yeah.
Our topic is top 5 underrated Pokemon with a couple honorable mentions, of course. And this time, Lotus, I think I'm going to start with you.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. So, I believe you mentioned that before we started, we all had kind of different criteria on what our most underrated Pokemon were. So, my criteria for the Pokemon, I went slightly back into my competitive days. So, I was using Smeargle as kind of a reference. So, when I was using Smeargle, I kind of went with what I knew. I'm not super into the competitive scene right now, but I think it was... Jeez, I can't remember. It was with the Megas, so XY-ish?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was working with that, and I'm I know my team. So my honorable mention, I'm actually going to put first, and that's going to be a Scolipede. And Scolipede, as you may or may not know, has the ability Speed Boost. So every single turn that it's alive, it gains 1 stage in speed. And I would use that to my advantage because this thing would have Swords Dance, and I would use it as a speed boost for Baton Pass. Because my whole strategy revolved around giving as many stat boosts to my Mega Mawile as possible. So, because Mega Mawile was super slow. So that was like her big thing. So my goal was to make her faster. So I would swap that out, or this Pokemon out, Scolipede, with my actual number 5 slot is Smeargle.
Smeargle?
Yeah, Smeargle is super, super underrated, and I will tell you why.
Yeah, I would like to know.
Yeah, so Smeargle's stats suck, to say the least. Base speed 75, and everything else is below it. But Smeargle has the unique ability to learn moves he rightfully should not. So I would teach him a Baton Pass, but Shell Smash. And if you're unfamiliar with Shell Smash...
Smash.
Smell ringing, a sash ringing.
Oh my god.
Hash-slinging slasher.
The hash-slinging slasher. Shell Smash is one of the best pump-up moves you can get. It lowers your special defense by 1, but it raises your attack stat by 1, your special attack stat by 1, and your speed by 2. All in one go. So the problem is Smeargle is very fragile. So I would equip him with a Focus Sash. So Focus Sash states that he can't be one-hit KO'd. So it would guarantee him at least 1 big boost. But also, he has a fun ability called Moody. So it boosts a random stat, except accuracy and evasion, by 2 levels every single turn that he's on the field. So you would have him just naturally gaining stats non-stop as long as he was there on the field.
Doesn't Moody also lower a random stat too?
Yes, it lowers a random stat. So there's a chance that it could lower one that you're trying to get, but it's only by one level.
Right.
So
by one level.
By one level. So the next move I would give him is Spore. Of course, Spore, we all know, is just an automatic sleep move. So if you could put together a Smeargle that could just put the first Pokemon that it sees asleep, just keep boosting stats, and then Baton Pass it away into something that was stronger. And I guess for the 4th move, you could give him Substitute.
Yeah.
To give him more staying power. So this was my my degenerate 5th pick.
Oh my god. My brain hurt. I lost you halfway through that, not gonna lie.
Sorry.
No.
I got very meta with my picks.
This is a my problem. This is not a you problem. This is all me. You're fine.
I'm sure Pat knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Minimally, Pat does.
Yeah, he would. Docs, did you catch all that? Probably.
No, I did, and I have a slight anger, which I'll explain in a second. But I absolutely don't understand Smeargle by itself as a Pokemon in the universe in general. I can see how it can be used in competitive battles, but by itself, it's just a plagiarizing artist. That's all Smeargle is. Like, someone DMCA him, please.
How is he plagiarizing? What does he plagiarize?
He's making it his own.
He learns Sketch, so he's a paintbrush Pokemon, and all he does is steal your work.
You're right.
You did all that hard work just for Smeargle to come up and be like, "Can I copy your homework, bro?" But no, I'm doing it.
But
I want you to say the same thing, but look into the eyes of Ditto and tell him.
Yeah,
do it right now.
Do it.
Tell him how you feel.
You are a plagiarizer.
Okay.
Wow.
Cold.
Colder than the strongest Articuno.
Oh my god. But he's a doggo. He's a nice little doggo Pokemon. You can't be bad at doggo.
And he has a beret.
True dis.
A flesh beret.
Flesh. Ugh. I don't like that term.
I'm dying. Goodbye.
I don't like that term.
This is the second time I almost walked off this podcast.
First
And that's
John
the
Cena without
podcast.
skin,
Bye,
and now
everybody.
You had to go there.
I did.
Docs,
You're
do you want to go ahead with your honorable
Yeah.
mention, and then you could go right into your fifth spot?
So here's the thing. I have to remove one of them now because you stole it. Scolipede.
Oh,
I had
before you go, I almost thought of Scolipede. I really like Scolipede.
me too. My notes are Scolipede totally neutralizes grass types. Bug and poison are a deadly combo, and they're not that often together. And my last comment is Bug Go Burr. So that whole speed thing, right, was right there for me. So I had 2 honorable mentions. So now I get to bring it back down to just one. So my one honorable mention is Rotom. And I say he's the honorable mention because I think he might not be as underrated as I feel he is. If anybody's familiar with pre-pandemic worlds, regionals in the VGC, Rotom was everywhere, especially Rotom Wash. Will-O-Wisp, Thunder, Hydro Pump, whatever. Rotom was there. So I think that he's not underrated in every aspect, but I think the versatility, like I was talking about how I'd want a Rotom on my team in real life, or Rotom in the sense that he has multiple designs and forms, he looks cool no matter what he's doing. I don't think there's a goofy looking Rotom. Did you guys?
Yes.
Which one?
All of them.
Wow.
They all look goofy. Like, that's not it's not a bad thing. They just look silly. It's a face on a lawnmower.
I think a face on a lawnmower is a great design,
but it's goofy. Objectively, it's goofy.
It's goofy, yes, but I like it. So, anyways, so Rotom is the honorable mention. He may not be considered underrated by everybody. I think he is, but
actually, in my search for Smogon, because I was looking at Rotom 2, he's considered underused.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, especially Wash, particularly that one.
Oh, I mean, that's the one that I see the most of, but
yeah. So I was surprised too.
That may be today's meta because I know back in the day that was very prominent in every matchup. But so my number 5 slot, now that I have to kick Scolipede, I'm going to put my second honorable mention in the number 5 slot. That is Mudsdale. Okay, very, very basic and plain. He's a horse. We get it.
It's true.
He evolves from a donkey. Okay, perfect. But I really enjoy and this kind of goes to how Lotus did theirs. I thought of abilities, battle usage, competitive, but then again, I also thought about design and overall enjoy it. Like, how much I enjoy when that Pokemon pops up. And another thing that I took into consideration was when I'm playing a randomizer, if this Pokemon pops up, I might be like, or I might be like, oh, cool. Okay. And Mudsdale, his ability, number 1, beefs up his defense insanely. In competitive battles, you can't use in battle items to heal, but you can throw some lefties on. You can give it any kind of what do you want to call those? Stat boosting items. You can give it Assault Vest. You can put anything on it that you want to give it stats that little bit of boost. But he's always going to be that thick wall. He's there. He's going to stop you. Then in terms of in the Pokemon world in general, Mudsdale is shown as a ride Pokemon in Sun and Moon. So I didn't even consider transportation when I picked my IRL team. When I was thinking about this, I'm like, well, I didn't appreciate the aspect of Pokemon that is the ability to carry you or fly you or surf you or whatever. And that's something that'd be super helpful, especially if you're trying to develop a more eco-friendly world, develop a better, more efficient travel system. Well, I don't know if horses are more efficient, but you get the point. So I just don't see enough people think about Mudsdale as enough of a superstar as it really is.
Okay. Yeah, it's a horse. I think that's why. I don't know. Mudsdale's right. I did not think about Mudsdale. I went through every single Pokemon the other day, and no.
You just did the Poke Rap to yourself?
Yeah, the whole thing.
Lotus, do you love my horse?
I do, but there are other horse Pokemon that I like much more than Mudsdale.
Is it a horse that has fire on it?
Perhaps.
It might look like cotton candy as well.
Cotton candy?
Yeah, the rainbow main.
Oh, the
Galarian form.
Galarian form. I was thinking the regular form.
But I don't know. I really fell in the first time I played through Sun and Moon. I really fell in love with the ability that just boosts the defense over and over again. I couldn't tell you how many times that saved me. As long as I'm not facing a grass or a water type, I'm set.
That's fair. We got
There's
a
always
comment.
that caveat.
We got a comment in chat from Water Terror. Mudsdale and Donkey Baby is like the best shiny group type out there because most shiny ground type are yellow and bad. What color is shiny Mudsdale? Does anyone know?
Shiny Mudsdale. Hold on, let me see.
I know Water Terror knows, but
Yeah, let me see if I can find that real quick. Come on, phone.
orange and blue. We got the answer.
There you go. Yep, there it is. Orange, blue.
Interesting. Yellow and bad. I like that.
Oh wow, I just looked that up. That's really sick.
We
I like
have to have a shiny discussion in the future. Just saying.
A what
Yes.
discussion?
Shiny.
Oh yeah. We're gonna have multiples of those. Yes, 100%. Because this is gonna be very disappointing. My picks were solely based on design and nothing else. So shocking. That being said,
What's your number 5?
Well, first we gotta go to my honorable mention, and I don't know if this would be considered underrated, so call me out if it's not, but I think it is kind of teetering there, which is why it's my honorable mention, and I put Victreebel. The only reason I would think it's not is just because it was a rocket Pokemon in the anime. Otherwise, I don't really see Victreebel being brought up much often.
Now, are you also doing the Vileplume Victreebel comparison in your head?
Oh, always, yes. And how Vileplume is always picked over Victreebel?
I knew that had to be part of your decision.
Always! I always pick out of the two. If there's a choice of two, I always pick the one that's not liked as much. But I love Victreebel. I love its design. I think it's a really unique Pokemon, and to be honest, a lot of the reason I like it so much is its scream. Oh, yeah, like that.
Yep, that one.
My ears are bleeding. Thanks, Docs.
Everyone download now! Or do it again.
No. So, Victreebel, I really enjoy Victreebel. And I noticed I have 1, 2, 3 grass type Pokemon on here. So I think I have... Yeah, I think I have something about grass type. I don't know. But
I do appreciate Victreebel. I will say in this instance, I'm on the opposite side of the fence as you, unlike the Espeon Umbreon conversation. I will 100% be with Vileplume before I'm with Victreebel. Solely because of the dual typing.
it's fair. I mean, there's a reason... Not Victreebel. There's a reason Vileplume is picked over Victreebel.
Yeah. And it's a lot easier to nickname. I just call them Pepperoni.
What?
They look like a pepperoni!
Like a pepperoni pizza.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Okay. My 5th pick is Lotus. This Pokemon will seem very familiar to you. Breloom.
I love Breloom.
I know. I already talked about it. Love Breloom, one of my favorite Gen 3, and I think he's underrated. I would consider him underrated. I don't hear much about Breloom, in my opinion. But he looks like a dinosaur mushroom, and you can't go wrong with anything dinosaur-shaped.
Especially nuggets.
Yes,
True.
nuggets. Water Terra asks, wait, isn't this underrated? Mons, Breloom was good back in the day. Shh.
Back in the day, it was very good.
If you're
the spore usage, yeah.
Well, I'm not talking about like battling. I don't know. I feel like I don't see Breloom. Like I don't see a lot of Breloom cards or like in the anime.
Merch or
people talk. Yeah, merch. That's a good way to put this. Pokemon that you don't see much of. I'm sure there's good battling. I don't know anything about that. I'm ignorant.
Give it Drain Punch and I don't know if he gets Giga Drain, but that thing will never go down.
Fair enough.
Bullet Seed, my guy.
Yeah, I don't see many Breloom hats or people saying Breloom is their favorite Pokemon. Maybe it's just me. Like I said, call me out. I'm doing this very blind. So I think Breloom's pretty underappreciated, in my opinion.
Did you say a Breloom hat?
Yeah, like...
That would look very inappropriate.
I would absolutely wear a Breloom hat
Yeah,
every single where I go.
Right? It doesn't exist though.
Yet.
That's my whole point. That's literally my whole point. Go
Maybe
ahead.
we'll inspire someone to crochet one.
True dis.
I'll buy it.
And then they'll make it into a crochet card and I'll like it.
Yes.
Lotus, go ahead with your fourth pick.
My fourth pick is probably my favorite starter apart from Charizard, and that's Primorina.
Do you think starters are underrated?
So this one, competitively, I would say is pretty underrated.
And out of the trio, I say it's the most, the least considered, or, whatever you want to say, out of the trio from its generation.
Yeah, absolutely. And why I picked Primorina is because Shota got a big old booty. So she's a great special wall. She got a big old booty. So I would consider her a special wall, but not even just special. So she could handle physical defense as well. Her base special defense is 116. So that's pretty good. And Fairy Water is great typing. So I was looking up a moveset because I never used her competitively, but I was looking at different things, and this is how I would use it: is Rest Talk. So you give her leftovers, so she has some staying power. Dump all the EVs into special defense and HP, so she's got all that staying power. Give her 2 stab moves: Moonblast and Scald. Scald has a 30% chance to burn. Then you want to drop Rest to keep the HP up, and Sleep Talk to attack while she's sleeping.
I'm sorry. I'm just looking at your avatar. The head is slightly tilted, and it's just staring into my soul. It was like a teacher trying to teach me history, and I'm just like,
You let her like the dog that wants.
No, don't judge me,
Ghost. Are you listening, Ghost? Ghost.
Oh God.
You let her when your dog wants the food you have, and they just.
Yeah, that's what it was like, and I'm just.
That's funny too, because it's mirroring me, so I am tilting my head.
Ooh, someone said nice tongue, Lotus. So.
Thank you. I grew it myself.
Oh my.
Nom, 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 nom.
I do really like Primorina though. That was one of the first times I picked something other than the fire type. So I agree with you. Yeah, I usually pick fire, and I picked Primorina.
What was Primorina's signature move? Didn't it have it had a secondary effect, didn't it?
The singing one?
Yeah, didn't it either healed or burned? What did it do?
Heal, I thought.
Jeez, I can't remember.
I don't think
I think the secondary effect was a heal.
Heals burns.
Heals burns. Okay.
Thank you, Water Chair.
There you go. So I was close. I was there.
It healed something.
Yeah, someone got better. Okay, they had a Chansey egg.
But yeah, I was really into the stall tactics just because I like my Pokemon to have staying power. So that is definitely something that if I was playing competitively at the time, I absolutely would have chose Primorina. And it just has a gorgeous, aesthetic to it.
It looks nice. It's pretty.
I fell in love with Primorina the second I saw it.
Yeah, it's my favorite out of the 3, which is, again, shocking. But the fire type let me down. Docs, you want to go ahead with your next pick?
All right, so I'm gonna give chat and all the listeners a lesson in spelling. My next Pokemon, Quagsire, is spelled Thiccc. Okay, that's how you spell Quagsire.
Thickums.
Sickum.
So I am a big fan of derpiness, no matter what it is. That's why I'm friends with you two. But
I feel attacked. Attacked. How dare you?
Especially coming from Wooper. I mean, Wooper just sits there. The whole what's that old meme? Like all the Pokemon in the movie, they're rushing down the river, and then Wooper's just sitting there smiling. It's like we're all gonna die. That I mean, coming from that, Quagsire then becomes so totally useful and derpy all at the same time. So he gets Water Absorb. If you have a Water Ground type out there, of course, you got to watch out for the Grass types. But if you're in a matchup where you're in a double battle and there's no Grass move on the opposing side of the field, if you need to put something Fire type out there, if you need to put something Rock type, Ground type out there, whatever it is, he will take that water right to his face, and he doesn't care. He just is like, yo, dude, I'm in the shower. Quagsire is, he don't care. He's thick, and he hits like a truck. Earthquake, Surf, whether you want to go physical or special with him. I think it's, is it even for him, or I think it leans a little bit towards physical. But then Yawn is a great stall tactic. Forces a switch out or puts him to sleep. If you don't have Water Absorb, I believe Damp is the other ability, not the hidden ability. I don't know what the hidden ability is, but if you are afraid of an Electrode or something out there that's about to go boom, Damp stops it. And if they try to aim an Electric type attack at it, Ground type, neutral. So Quagsire is, what do they call those?
Cute.
What?
Cute.
Yeah, no, not like blissfully unaware, but he's like the unassuming Pokemon. Like, you just look at him, you're like, oh, okay, that's just another goofball. Like, oh, look, there's Docs. And then boom, turns around and it's like, yo, I'm serious.
You messed
You
up.
did.
You
Exactly.
did.
See that? I know I would underestimate Quagsire.
100%.
Oh,
So,
yeah, for sure.
yes, I'm a total Quagsire stan.
I like Quagsire. That was also one that I almost picked. It was on my list before it got cut.
We don't have similar lists so far.
I don't know what's going on. I don't like it. Get me out of here. We did have a question, though, that I do want to address. Why y'all picking Pokemon off their booties?
Next question.
No, you need an answer. I did not pick Breloom because of its booty, nor did I pick Victreebel for its booty. No. Inappropriate.
When you thick, you thick.
When you thick, you thick. That's all it is.
No other way to put it.
So my next pick is also a Gen 3 Pokemon, which is funny because we talked about how we don't like Hoenn, but 2 of these Pokemon are Gen 3. And my next pick is Grumpig.
Really?
Do you think he's underrated?
Yes.
I would definitely say.
Okay.
Yes.
I love Grumpig. He's so cute. I really like Psychic types to begin with. But the one thing I really liked about Grumpig when in his 3D model is when he does that dance, he's like, I love it. He's so cute.
Way.
And fun fact, whenever I play a Pokemon game, and I don't know if this is a blanket statement or what people do most often, I would think so, is they keep their starter the whole time. Do you guys do that?
Yeah, I've never ditched my starter.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I ever ditched my starter, I swapped out for a Grumpig. So
That's dedication.
one of the playthroughs, I'm like, I want to pick this Grumpig. So I have a nostalgia for Grumpig. Whenever you get Spoink the first time, it's pretty early in the game in Hoenn, I switched out my starter, and that became my new starter. And Grumpig stuck with me ever since.
I think I don't have such a strong affinity with Grumpig because Spoink is not that useful, and I can't keep it alive long enough in a Nuzlocke.
Well, you and your Nuzlocke. I play like a normal person.
Even in terms of pig Pokemon, I like Tepig way more.
What? Tepig's cute, but...
I mean, I don't want to evolve him.
Oh no, God no, please. Don't evolve him.
Who would
I would
produce
just keep-
better bacon?
He cooks himself.
2 in 1.
Nom,
I-
nom, 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 nom.
I hate that.
Why is it spicy?
Why?
Why is it spicy?
Why? Spicy. Lotus, go ahead.
So for my next one, my criteria is a little bit different because this is definitely an OU Pokemon.
Okay.
But you do not see a lot of love for him in the Pokemon world. And this Pokemon is Glyscor.
Okay. I had to think about that for a second.
Yeah. A lot of people don't consider Glyscor. And I guess I didn't keep up with the anime too much, but I guess Ash had a Glyscor too.
Yes.
Yes.
But Glyscor has amazing typing, ground flying, so good. And this was a part of my team. This was a core part of my team. Glyscor would take it down entire teams by himself, the way that I set him up.
Wow.
And it was Toxic Stall.
So you have the orb, don't you?
Yeah, Toxic Orb.
I know about that.
Yep. He'd heal himself right up.
Mm-hmm.
You get a Toxic out there. You can sub. You can you can Roost. He's got Roost. Stab Earthquake is second to none. Flying. It's insane what you can do with a Glyscor, and why I was so upset that he wasn't included in Sword and Shield, because I was looking very much forward to using my Glyscor in Sword and Shield. But alas, Glyscor is stuck in the what's it called? Pokemon Hell. The Pokemon Hell of just in my little box.
Put him in a game. Take him out.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't? You can't go back?
No. Once it's on Pokemon Home, he's stuck there forever until they decide to add him to another game. So
yeah, you can't go backwards.
Oh, you failed.
No, I did it on purpose. I didn't want him to get lost in the void after 3DS got no more support.
It was for his own good.
It was for his own good.
You could still play your DS.
Yeah, I know, but I like to transfer all my Pokemon from one gen to the next
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Eventually, Glyscor is going to get some love, and eventually Glyscor will be able to come out of the box. But for now, my poor buddy.
Water Terror said you could put him in Arceus or Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl if you wanted to.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting. Well, I'm going to put him in Arceus then, assuming that the moves transfer over as well. Because I know they had a whole thing with moves.
Yeah, they changed, didn't they?
Yes. So
I didn't know the home support was released for those two games yet.
Yeah, me neither.
You don't have Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl, do you?
No. No, I do not.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have Arceus, so that's fun. Is it Arceus or Arceus? I always say Arceus.
I say Arceus, but
I go back and forth. I don't know. I heard someone say Arceus, and I was like,
Nope.
Excuse me? That's a stretch.
Wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say they're straight up wrong.
Objectively.
Objectively incorrect.
Doc,
yeah, that's my third choice.
Okay. So, in the past three main games, we've gotten forms. We've gotten Alolan forms, we've gotten Galarian forms, we've gotten Hisuian forms.
Yeesh.
I think out of all of the forms, the best one that doesn't get enough attention is Alolan Ninetales. I say this because the other ones that don't get attention are atrocious, like Meowth. But Persiker and Galarian Meowth are just... Anyways.
Tell us how you really feel, Docs.
I saw that thing when I came out of that very first cave, and I'm like, oh, look, there's a virus in my game. But for Alolan Ninetales, I think it's underrated because original Ninetales, number one, is very widely loved. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Although before you continue, you're already getting some backlash from chat, so you have to really sell this, Docs.
I'm here to be the villain. All right, let's go. So original Ninetales does take most of the attention because it's a great Pokemon. It's aesthetically pleasing. It can hit hard with Flamethrower, but that's why I like Alolan Ninetales a little bit better. Dual typing, Ice Fairy. This is where I'm going to need you guys to fact check me. I believe it is the only Ice Fairy combo in the game. I can't think of another. And I scrolled through the Pokedex real quick, and I can't see another Ice Fairy. So it is totally 100% unique typing. And it is a special move machine. Its special attack is base 81. So not over the top, but it is definitely more of a special attacker than a physical attacker. Blizzard, Draining Kiss, what else? Blizzard, Draining Kiss, Ice Beam, and Dazzling Gleam. This is an offensive monster. It is a little bit frail. It can't take hits very well. But you can, if you're thinking competitive, you can partner with whatever items you want to help it. You can focus sash it. You can give it air balloon so it's not weak to ground. Whatever you'd like to do. But it is a special machine and it's fast. Its highest base stat is speed, and that was one of the reasons why I wanted to pick Scolipede was speed. So gotta go fast. Gotta go with all the Ninetales.
You're not wrong. Sorry, I got distracted by chat. Water Terror's just saying wants all the fairies. Dark fairies, steel fairies, poison fairies, water fairies, all the fairies. I just see it out of the corner of my eye go.
Fairy.
Fairy.
Fairy typing is so good.
It is. It's one of my favorite.
And as a kid, I was most frustrated by Lance's Dragonite. And guess what? The perfect answer to Lance's Dragonite is
Fairy type.
Ice Fairy.
Ice Fairy.
Lapras.
Yeah, that's true.
Even better.
Yeah, I really like Ninetales. Alola Ninetales, regular Ninetales. It's a beautiful Pokemon.
Yeah. It's wonderful in its own right and doesn't detract from its original either. But I think it's overlooked because of its original.
I wouldn't have thought Alola Ninetales was underrated. I feel like I agree with chat saying everyone likes that. Everyone loved that, but I don't know. Lotus.
I don't see enough of it.
I think competitively he's definitely an underused type, but I think in terms of popularity, you can't really go wrong with Ninetales or Vulpix.
Yeah, I think so.
But that's just me.
I know they're not the strongest, but they're beautiful. I think they're really great designs.
I think ice Pokemon in general are very, very there's not a ton of love for the ice types.
Oh, not at all.
Being someone who hates them, yes. Agreed.
Glalie was considered for my list, but then I'm like, oh, you got a Mega Form. You're not underrated. So
that's a good criteria, I would say.
Yeah.
I think Lapras is probably my favorite ice type, now that I think about it.
Yeah. I like Lapras. How could you not?
Right?
I'll go ahead with my next pick if we're done talking about Ninetales and ice types. My next pick is Stinky Boy Skuntank.
Guntank.
Skuntank, yeah.
Emo Boy.
You think he's Emo Boy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's an emo kid, non-conforming as can be. Come on.
Okay, well then I like him even more.
He's got the hair swoopy.
That's his tail.
Mm-hmm.
It just bends forward. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. Someone
Is
said...
chat assassinating Skuntank?
Skuntank is a piece of poo and needs to go away. I disagree highly. Rogue, ban them. No, I'm just kidding.
Actually, BDSP gave me a new appreciation for Skuntank.
I love him. I think skunks are adorable in real life, for one. And two, he's a purple skunk. And that's it. He's just a cute purple skunk. I love him.
Have you ever seen his shiny? It's so cool.
No, what's the shiny look
Yeah,
like?
it is cool.
It's like a maroon. It's sick.
Oh my god.
When you get a chance, look it up. It's sick looking.
I will. Would you guys consider Skuntank to be underrated?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
I wouldn't have even considered him for my team or for my list.
I did see an uptick with BDSP, with including myself, but I mean, you have such a limited Pokedex in BDSP, so
It's true. I found I also really like Poison type.
Oh, Poison type's great.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yep.
Okay, that's all I got. He's cute. I'm telling you, it's really disappointing. I go everything based off of what it looks like, and I just like Purple Skunk Boy. Like, that's really all there is to it.
Your whole list is like, it's cute. Nobody likes it.
Yeah. Wait till you see my next one. I think both of you are gonna just leave, probably.
I mean, I'm not contractually obligated as we previously discussed, so.
Yeah. No contract. Go ahead, Lotus.
Lotus!
Yay! Okay, so I'm going to preface this by saying I know that this Pokemon is very widely loved, but in terms of competitiveness, there's very little love for this Pokemon. And it is Umbreon.
What? No. Because
Yep.
of competitively?
Yeah. Competitively, Umbreon is not... It doesn't see a lot of love. But for my uses, I absolutely loved Umbreon. Because Umbreon, much like Primorina, has a big old booty.
Oh my god! Stop it!
Getting down with the thickness.
Down with the thickness. This thing's special defense is 130 base. The regular defense is 110. That's huge. The ability Synchronize, whatever sort of special effect was landing on Umbreon, it would transfer it over to the opposing Pokemon. It would still get like paralyzed or whatever, but the other Pokemon would get paralyzed too. So the way I would use it is a Thickums Cleric. So you give it Wish, so that means next turn it would restore 50% of the user's health. So if you used Wish and you were able to swap out Umbreon before whatever Pokemon they did next turn, the Pokemon that would come out would get the 50% health. You could also use Protect if you're using like a leftovers kind of, sort of thing. So Protect would give it an extra turn to get some leftovers healing. Or you could use Wish and then Protect, and protect itself for next turn so it could get the healing. But it also had access to Heal Bell, which cures your entire team of status ailments, which is so good. Especially if you're against a team that's using a lot of status sort of moves. Poison, Toxic Stall. Like, I was using Toxic Stall with Glyscor, so I had to protect myself from the exact same thing that was happening.
I was gonna say the Smeargle.
Yeah, the Smeargle.
The Smeargle uses Spore.
Yeah, exactly. So, if you, depending on what you're doing, I think it was just such a good choice for a Cleric for your team, especially if it's a great flex Pokemon. You'll notice that a lot of Pokemon that I pick, they have uses one way or the other. A lot of people like to choose Pokemon like for what they excel at. So if you're using like an entry hazard Pokemon, you're using Ferrothorn 9 times out of 10 because it can use Stealth Rock, it can use Spikes, it can use Toxic, and it can spin. But I like Pokemon that can do other things apart from what it excels at. Hence Umbreon.
I feel like you just tried to insert Umbreon into this conversation by any means.
Every conversation is Umbreon worthy.
I see you, Lotus. I see what you're doing. Umbreon's underrated.
Pineco yet.
What?
I haven't said the word Pineco once yet.
You're not allowed. You're banned. Lotus is now banned to talk about Umbreon and Mawile.
Rude.
I disagree. But I also go based out of popularity for Pokemon.
Like I said, popularity, obviously Umbreon is super popular. But in terms of usage, it's always been rarely used or underused. Never anything higher.
In terms of recovery, doesn't it also get Moonlight?
It does get Moonlight. I prefer Wish, but that's just a tech choice for me.
Yeah, because you can swap it.
Yeah, you can swap it, and using Baton Pass was obviously a part of my strategy, so it can learn Baton Pass as well, obviously, with my Baton Pass team.
Before we move on to our next pick, we did get a Rate My Pokemon in the chat, and that is Glaceon.
Ooh.
Whoever wants to go first.
8.
6.
7.
I will say it is my second least favorite.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Really?
Incorrect.
Wow.
This is an opinion? Okay.
And you're allowed to have a wrong opinion.
No, I'm not. No. Cancel Ghost.
So
Oh no! I'm being canceled.
What are your criteria, Ghost?
I don't like it. I don't like the way it looks. And it's ice type.
See, no love for the ice types.
I don't like them. I personally, in real life, no. I don't like it.
Tune in next week for our top 5 ice types.
Real quick, we'll do one more because we got another. Mr. Rhyme.
0.
3.
-0.
2.
I hate it.
-0.
I don't hate it. Humanoid. It's just too humanoid for me. So
yeah, it's not different enough from Mr. Mime. It's just we get it. It's a British region. You don't have to make a stereotype British man into a Pokemon. We understand.
They totally did. All right, Max, go ahead with your next one.
Okay, so I really enjoy Kalos. Second favorite region overall. I have zero complaints about it in any aspect. No, yeah, see, the ghost thumbs up. But this Pokemon I picked also because, you know how they say, Bulbasaur, the cabbage Pokemon. Or, they give it a classification.
Yeah.
So, Heliolisk is the generator Pokemon.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
And I think it's so cool to think of a Pokemon as an electrical generator. And when you see him in battle, his animations, when he flares out like a lizard or a dragon,
Yeesh.
I'm like, oh, he's totally like a generator. But so I've enjoyed Heliolisk since I first saw it. Helioptile is cute as anything. He's a little lizard-ish dude, whatever. But so with this and my next pick, you'll see that I really enjoy electric types. They are super underrated in my opinion. I thoroughly enjoy any kind of restoration move, and Parabolic Charge was exclusive to Heliolisk until I think Gen 8. I think they started giving it to other people. I'm not entirely sure who, but I remember seeing it not on Heliolisk. The ability to completely shut down water types. So I believe water type is the most populous type in the entire dex. And between having originally Scolipede on my list that shuts down grass types. I had a Quagsire on my team that shut down electric types and also defended against water types depending on ability. But Heliolisk also gets dry skin. Another HP restoration move. So if I wanted to go on the offensive and defensive at the same time against a water type, throw Heliolisk on my team and I'm good to go. It's also caters to my tendency to go for special attackers with Thunder, Thunderbolt. I believe, obviously Parabolic Charge, and I believe. Oh no, I thought it had got something. I thought it had got something else, but it doesn't. So, anyways, the last part about it that I thoroughly enjoy is it's a sneaky normal type. Did you know that Heliolisk was also normal type?
Yes,
I didn't.
I did.
Ah, see?
I thought it was Spear Electric.
No, and that's why, you're looking at it, you see nothing normal about it. So if you need a ghost immunity and you want to, sneak it in there, obviously a well-trained, competitive battler will know, but it's a sneaky normal type. So if you wanted to, you can probably throw in, obviously not double edge. I can't think of a special normal type move, but you could throw normal type into his moveset too.
Very good. I like it.
Hyper Beam?
I like that it looks like a little dragon.
That would have been my answer. There's nothing wrong with that, right?
No, he's a wonderful little dragon, and I love him.
He's so cute. All right, don't cancel me with my next choice. Actually, my next two choices. Don't do it.
Oh, God.
Don't make fun of me. But I picked Licky Licky.
Oh, my lord.
I like him. I did not for the longest time, and then I caught one in Sword and Shield, and then I let it out. You know how the Pokemon follow you in the DLC? He's so cute when he runs after you, and then I immediately loved him. He's a big pink blob.
You the comments about the thickness all over again.
Oh yeah, this one's definitely for the booty. For the booty. Okay, so this is my first one, okay? Let me have my Thickums Pokemon, okay?
Your first bootylicious Pokemon.
Yeah. I like it better than Lickitung, I'll say it.
One of us. What
have you guys done to me? But he's a big Derpums, and he's thick. So I like him, and he's so cute. After, again, I didn't like him for the longest time, and then, I don't know, I had some weird appreciation for him after Sword and Shield. I don't know, but I put him on my list.
That happens.
Oh no, I gotta ask if you like being licky all over. Go ahead, Lotus.
Yes.
Next!
Okay, so my last choice is actually one of my favorite Pokemon. And a Pokemon I absolutely love using, and any chance that I can.
Mawile?
It is not Mawile actually, but it is a Steel type.
Oh god.
Excadrill.
I forgot you like Excadrill.
I absolutely love Excadrill, and I love that it Naruto runs freely.
It does. It does. Yes.
I love that. Yeah, so Excadrill was underused, and I have absolutely no idea why. I think it's because it's another utility Pokemon that other Pokemon do what it does better, but I also like that it can do multiple things. So the way that I like to use Excadrill is a utility. So Excadrill has access to Stealth Rock, the only entry hazard that I like to use. I used to use Spikes. I'm not super into entry hazards, but I feel like you have to use it if you're going competitive. So at least one entry hazard is great. But what makes Excadrill extra fun is that it knows Rapid Spin. So you can get rid of any entry hazards that are coming your way while setting up an entry hazard for your opponent.
That's rude.
It is very rude. And also, with a base attack stat of 135, it hits like a dump truck. This thing can hit really hard as a physical attacker, and it gets Stab Earthquake and Stab Iron Head. That's absolutely crazy to me. So dump all your EVs into attack and speed, and you have a great utility physical attacker, but one that can set up Stealth Rock if it sticks around long enough, and can get rid of hazards on your side. And it's a ground type, and a steel type, which are some of the greatest types in my opinion.
Awesome type.
It's awesome type. And it Naruto runs. How can you hate that?
We had a question. Animass said, hits like a dump truck, but does it have a dump truck? Do you think?
Does it have a dumpy?
Does it? Does it? Lotus?
Vote in the comments. I don't know.
We got one vote of yes, so we're going to go ahead and say yes.
I'm going to say yeah. Excadrill with a dumpy.
Dumpy. All right, Docs. Go for your last one.
All right, so if we were doing a list of ugliest Pokemon, this would be in my top 5, which I'm sure we can do that at some point.
Oh, yeah.
But this would definitely be in there. This is totally forgettable. I never, ever liked it. And then one day, all of a sudden, I'm like, this is ingenious. It can never lose. Electros.
Interesting.
Electros. Oh,
See?
yeah.
Yeah, super forgettable.
I was thinking the electric and Electros. I got them mixed up. I was like, which one's Electros? But I got you. I got there.
Yeah, it's the final Evo with it. So anyways, Levitate. It's electric type. Its ability is Levitate. It has no weakness. Say it with me.
Oh,
well, thank you. I appreciate the support.
I tried.
But it's 0 weakness, and it's naturally built to be more of a physical attacker. So if you want to go that route, I remember I always ran mine as a mixed attacker. It gets access to Dragon Claw, and it gets access to is it Dragon Rush? No, it's Dragon Tail. It gets access to Dragon Tail. So if you have something out there, if there's a Dragon type on the field, you can hit it with Electros, and people will forget that it has access to it, and it's naturally a physical attacker. If you want to go the sneaky way, I know a Rain team is very common. It's a team where you set up Rain Dance and all the complementary abilities and moves and all that good stuff. It gets access to Rain Dance and the Thunder. Thunder doesn't miss in the rain. This is an absolutely wonderful complement Pokemon to any Rain Dance team. Then if you get to a grass matchup against your primarily water team, its moveset is very diverse. I don't know why you need rock moves when you already have electric moves, but it gets access to that. Its stats don't heavily lean one way or the other. It has built-in immunity. There's nothing that's strong against it. So you don't even need to waste something like Air Balloon on it. It's just, in my opinion, overlooked because it's ugly. And something I can relate to.
I don't think... Oh, sad.
You're not ugly, Docs.
I have a great personality.
True this. I don't think... For what it's worth, I don't think Electros is ugly, so...
Really?
Yeah. I don't.
I think he's hideous.
Same.
Fair enough. I appreciate ugly sometimes.
I am ugly and I am proud.
I'm ugly and I'm proud. I'm gonna get that tattooed across my forehead. Alright, so my last Pokemon, I actually switched midway through this conversation. I picked Pukamuku.
Okay, we're talking about ugly.
Yeah, it's a little sea cucumber, and I have a fondness. Wait, I can't believe I'm about to say this. I have a fondness for sea cucumber.
Quote that and put it on a t-shirt.
My quotes aren't working right now, so ha! But I think he's cute. So it stems back from an inside joke in like 6th grade. We were watching like a natural history, not natural history, but
like a geographical
documentary. Yeah. And they showed a sea cucumber for the first time, and it just stuck in my head. And I have a cartoon character that I created as a kid named Billy the Sea Cucumber, who actually became a Logonaut. My card game, for those who don't know.
He went far in the world. Good job.
He did. So anything sea cucumber like, I feel like I'm obligated to like it. And he's cute, and I think his cry is cute too.
His ability bothers me.
The innards out or something. Yeah, it's not okay, but I like him.
It's a flesh beret all over again.
No!
Yeah, it is.
Stop saying it. No, that's his guts, okay? It's different than a skin sack on your head, okay? 2 different things.
That's objectively worse, Ghost.
Innard? I don't think objectively worse is correct. I would give you that as an opinion.
Isn't everything?
Not everything. But in terms of which Pokemon you like, I think it is.
I'd rather be bald than my large intestine pour out of me.
Well, I don't know. Well, yeah. Yeah, in real life to me, for sure.
I'd rather have a flesh beret than have my insides go out.
Right. Yeah, but I'm talking about in a Pokemon game. Don't come at me, man.
At least the innards go back in.
Yeah, it goes in. It's fine. See, look, it's a benefit to have your innards come out because you can put it back in. You can't put away your beret. I can't say that word. I hate it. It's a full beret. Beret.
Okay, so that or Snom? You can only have one.
Oh, Snom for sure.
Okay.
But I don't think Snom's overrated based on the internet loving Snom. So that's why Snom is not on that list.
Which is funny too, because they look kind of similar.
They do. Right. Exactly. Thank you. Anyways, I do like Snom. Ice type. I do like that ice type.
We've had a breakthrough tonight, Chet.
It's not a breakthrough. I just generally don't like ice type. There are ice type I do like. Snom being one of them. So before we go to conclusions, last call for any questions. But Lotus, Docs, do you have any final thoughts on any of the Pokemon we're talking about today?
I do want to say that because Lotus and I had similar, not qualifications, what do you call it? Guidelines of thinking.
Yeah.
Like, I do always think in terms of battle and stuff. If I were to say underrated in terms of design, I want to throw Horsey in there. I think Horsey is just cute. It's literally a seahorse.
Sure.
I agree.
I mean, but people will overlook it in terms of any Gen 1 water type, and it evolves all the way into a Kingdra, which is insane. I like Kingdra as a powerhouse.
I like Seadra better than Kingdra.
I think design-wise, I do.
I think it's a step down. Yeah, obviously design-wise. That's what.
Yeah.
That's the lens I'm looking at.
Design type Ghost.
Design type Ghost, yes.
Lotus, anything from you?
I'm actually surprised you had so many electric types on your list, Docs.
I love electric type.
Yeah, what do you mean? Docs loves electric.
I know, but wasn't it like 3 out of 5 were electric types?
Rotom was honorable mention.
Yeah, so 3.
3 out of 6.
3 out of 6, half.
I don't think they get enough love, and I specifically did not. I only picked one bug type because I know you didn't want to hear the P word, and
Pee-pee.
I didn't want to say the P word on stream tonight. So
Fair enough. Yeah. So I will just real quick say what I switched. I had Shiinotic on my list initially. That was the other grass type, but I switched it real quick. I do like Shiinotic.
I say Shiinotic.
Oh, whatever. I have no idea.
Whatever.
I have no idea how it's pronounced. I say Shiinotic. Lotus.
Arceus?
What do you say?
I had Shedinja as another choice.
I don't think that's overrated.
Really?
Underrated?
Or underrated?
Underrated, I mean. Yes, you're right. Underrated.
I would say it is, at least competitively.
It's
Speed boost.
It's just so weird how it works.
I know. It's really rude to pull out. I know that much.
It is. I battled against our friend Charlie one time, and he had no idea how Shedinja worked, and he had no move that was super effective. And he's like, "Why can't I kill this thing?" And he rage quit. It was great. He had no idea.
You gotta nickname that thing the janitor, because he swept.
Jeez. Real quick before we wrap up, I want to hear some of the chat's least favorite Pokemon.
Wait, least favorite or underrated?
Damn it, why can't I talk today? Underrated. I don't know what the topic is anymore. Lotus and Docs made my brain hurt with all their fancy talk about battling.
Oh, what? You just spam Hyper Beam and pass turn?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%. Which move does the most damage?
Like base? Well, so are you talking base power, or are you talking like potential overall?
I don't know, man. Base.
I mean, it's any of the 120s, isn't it? Or is there moves that reach 150? And if we're not talking about like Z moves and stuff,
isn't it 130?
I don't remember. I know 120 for sure.
Yeah,
but real quick,
I know the tried and true I always went with is Earthquake because it hits hard across the board.
Oh, 100%.
The more Earthquake you can slap on your team, the harder it's gonna hit.
And the best way to bait like OG Lance is to put a Machoke or some sort of fighting type out there, because the way the programming is, he won't go for Hyper Beam because it'll just keep using agility because it's a psychic type, and psychic is super effective against fighting. So the programming will just make him spam agility over and over again. And
I had no idea.
Yeah, and you can just beat the Dragonite.
That's hilarious.
So in chat, when I screwed up and said least favorite, we got Chespin is Garbo, hated Mr. Mime, he scares me. But some underrated are Snubble and Gramble. And Allie, of course, said Ludicolo.
Alicolo.
I love Lombre.
Do you?
I do. He's so derpy.
Yeah, and I really like Gramble, actually. I think
I do too.
It's once it got its fairy typing. Before it got its fairy typing, I did not care for it.
Fair enough. I liked it.
I never liked Gramble. Still don't.
Pink Doggo, cute. I like it. All right, I think this is a good spot to wrap it up. Thank you, everyone, for joining the podcast portion. I will be doing some Nuzlocke after this for a little bit, so if you want to watch that, stick around, help me out, because I'm trash at Nuzlocks. So that's fun. Oh, sorry. Someone said Skuntank, which I said. Poliwhirl by Warzak.
Of course.
Yes. So thank you guys. Docs, do you want to tell everyone where they could find the podcast?
Facebean.
It's Podbean, not Facebean. Podbean.
Facebean.
We're also on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. So if you want to listen to this again or miss part of it, you can listen to there. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I will be switching over a minute. So everyone have a good night if you're hopping off.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, friends.
Goodbye.